Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast, a 30-minute mini version of the In Wheel Time car show that airs live every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central. Celebrating 10 years of award-winning car talk, it's the In Wheel Time car show. Just ahead, we'll talk to some of the participants of this monthly Tailpipes and Tacos cruise-in. Beetlejuice, sometimes known as Mr. Mars, has an interesting story in his series on banned race cars. This one on the Jumping Jack Dragster. Can't wait to hear that. Plus, we'll have the upcoming events calendar and today's news headlines, all just ahead on today's In Wheel Time car show. Howdy, along with Mike out of this world, Mars, Beetlejuice, King Conrad DeLong, David Ainsley, and we need more, Jeff Zekin.
We do.
I'm Don Armstrong. Glad you could join us today out here. It is spectacular. The weather couldn't be any more perfect. Now, out here on the west side of Houston, Katy, there is not a cloud in the sky.
Nope.
It is stunningly beautiful.
Everybody looks up.
And let me see what the current temperature is here.
Oh,
I just want to kind of rub it in.
Upper 60s.
Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah.
He's going to put a picture of me because it's awesome.
I will tell you here in just a moment, as soon as I can get the correct PIN number loaded into my telephone.
Boy.
I know.
That's the password.
No, it says 62 on my phone.
Does it?
Mm-hmm.
When it gets to 63, sell.
Let's see. Let me see if that's correct.
Thanks. I appreciate you.
No, it says 63. 63, Katy, right now.
Oh, I'm Houston. It's 62.
So
Katy's just one better.
I got 65.
Yeah, well, you're wrong. You were sitting on your phone.
Oh, that's true.
Dutch oven in it. Okay, Mr. Morris.
I got blocked calls.
Please, I'm almost embarrassed now. So
Embarrassed for what?
No, come on.
Us. We've embarrassed him again.
So we get, 55, 56, 57 Chevys are very popular.
It's called the Tri-5.
Tri-5, classic hot rods. And there's always a few of them around. We got several of them out here, but we got one that's rather different than the others. It's this 55 Chevrolet convertible out here. You don't see too many convertibles of them.
Nope.
They're around, but not very many of them. And this one's got a really cool story behind it. And Donna O'Dey, the driver, owner now of this vehicle, is joining us to
that has a
tell us
Pennsylvania
about that.
license plate on it.
Yes, we're from New Jersey, and my parents retired to Pennsylvania, and so that's
It's their car, and you stole it.
pretty much.
Yeah, okay, I got it.
No, actually, my dad bought the car new.
Holy cow.
Seriously?
And taught me how to drive on that car about 40 years ago or
How
more.
cool is that?
That is so cool. What a great story that is.
He wanted us all to know how to drive a stick shift, and that was the only stick in the family.
3 on the tree?
Actually, it was a 4 on the floor. So.
Wow.
Oh, my God, even more rare.
Yeah.
But since then, he put right now it has a 6-speed.
The 6-speed.
Wow.
So he wanted a 6-speed, probably to save gas.
Yeah.
So that's
So there's clearly have been some modifications to the car.
yes. Supposedly, he blew the engine very soon after buying it.
Beating on it.
Yeah, he was.
We like your dad already.
Well, he told me that I beat on it too, because about 3 weeks after I learned to drive on it, the clutch went out, and he claims that it was my fault.
Yeah. Of course.
And I don't believe it, because I would never admit it. And
So did he teach you how to drive the stick shift?
He did.
So it really, in essence, was his fault. If you burn up the clutch,
'Cause
he
he didn't
taught you
teach
the
it
right
right.
way.
Exactly. If
So-
I was rough on it doing a lot of this, that's not my fault.
Right.
Well, how cool is that? An original family car for a 55.
So
he
rare.
ordered it from a dealership in New Jersey
In New
somewhere.
Jersey, and probably, he lived in Bergen County at the time, so who knows? It's somewhere towards, that's closer to New York City than
Guido Motors.
Yeah, right.
Guido Motors. That's good.
So, nevertheless, we grew up as a Chevy family. We had several GM cars throughout our whole life. So, but that's my. Actually, I do have a Trailblazer right now at home also. But this is my other.
Your fun
Chevy.
car.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the fun car.
This is the fun car.
So do you ever take the top down?
I did about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I did it for the first time. I got the car last year. My dad passed away
I'm sorry.
January of last year. He told me he wanted me to be the caretaker of
Oh,
the car.
cool.
and he never wanted it sold, so I will never sell it.
So it's shipped down from Pennsylvania for you.
It was shipped down in an enclosed trailer, and it came to me with a whole bunch of boxes full of parts. I have not.
That's a typical car guy.
I have no idea what's in there, to tell you the truth. But I guess someday I'll open them up, and if something breaks, I'll see if I have the part before
There you go.
I go
Oh, yeah.
buy.
My guess is, how old was your dad when he passed?
82.
So
82.
My guess is what happened was when every time your dad made a change to the car, he took the old part off and saved it. So you probably got most of the original car there. Do you have the original motor?
No, unfortunately,
Long
that
gone.
was long gone.
Yep.
So
are you a member of any of the Tri-Fi clubs here in Houston?
Actually, no. This is actually my very first time taking the car out to something like this.
Oh, wow. Well, thanks for joining us here. That's cool.
I just found out about it a couple weeks ago, and I was like, oh, my gosh, I have to go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Do you live out here in the neighborhood?
I live about 25 minutes away. I live in Orchard.
Yeah. I know where that is.
Yeah,
Sure.
so but
So how did it ride coming over here?
Oh, it rides great. It's my father estimated some years ago that the car has over 400,000 miles on it.
Holy cow.
Are you serious?
This was a driver. Now, the odometer does work right now. It didn't work for a long time, so we don't know exactly.
All right, we'll try it.
The odometer doesn't work right now, which,
Doesn't matter.
no, just don't go.
Because a cop's going to pull you over to check the car out.
That's right.
Yeah.
Was I speeding, officer? No,
Who
I didn't
cares?
want
I
to see
just wanna see the car.
Yeah, I'm sorry, because the speedometer is
more than happy to show you that it doesn't work.
I would imagine there's and I know there is a pretty active Tri-5 Chevy groups here in Houston. We'll make sure and we've had him on the show just a number of start opening boxes. I'm sure they could tell you what all is inside of all your various boxes.
There are so many boxes, and I only have one box full of trophies from all the car shows he's been to. My dad actually started a car club up there.
Oh, wow.
And every Friday night they would go and hang out, and so but he the boxes of trophies I have two of his favorites with me, and one of these days I'll actually bring a little table and set some up, because some of them are really beautiful. And but he had a room full of plaques and trophies. Yeah, the car was,
Do you know if the car's been repainted?
Yes, it was repainted about 20 years ago.
Really? That's a 20-year-old paint job.
That is.
Actually looks, now again, 100 some odd feet from it, actually looks very good. There's a good shine to it. So, yeah, pretty good for a 20-year-old paint job.
My brother painted it, and he used to work for a car dealership doing paint. So he painted it, and believe me, he did a meticulous job. But it has been like 20 years, so there's a few little swirls here and there, and I need to get a good wax job on it.
Yeah, I saw Stan pulling up in his latest toy that he just bought. With Rambler gases. Well, it's going to be.
So, what brought you to Houston, Texas, and how long have you been here?
I've been in Texas about 20 years. I was working as a dental hygienist and decided that I could probably work anywhere in the country I want to.
Yeah.
So I came down, got my license, and was doing that for a while. Right now I'm working as a flight attendant, so that's my retirement job.
To which airline?
American Eagle.
Okay.
So I work in Dallas, so I jump on a plane to fly to work once a week and work full-time up there.
Do you fly out of Hobby or Intercontinental?
I fly out of Hobby, but I work in Dallas.
Yes.
I work at DFW, so I fly out of Hobby to get to Dallas, and then I do my little 4-day trip, buzzing around North America, and then come home for a few days.
Well, it's amazing.
That's pretty cool, though. Actually,
It used to be a really, really fun job until COVID hit, and now people are just horrible. And you might have heard stories on the news
yes,
about
we have. That was my
about
next
people
question.
being stupid.
Yeah.
And I know you can't say that, but I can. People being absolutely stupid on a plane, and I've watched people be stupid. And I'm like, oh, please raise your hand to her because I'm going to sit on you for the rest of the flight.
I've had people offer to duct tape people for me.
My.
And actually, we don't have duct tape on our planes.
No, but if you use the seatbelt extensions and you put the clips around the wrong side of them, they can't get to them. When you clip their arms down.
Good idea,
Listen to
Conrad. I know.
Well,
He knows.
Conrad's been
And you
tied
can
up.
also use a seatbelt extension to whack them from about three rows away.
You've been tied up on an airplane, haven't you?
I've been tied up with
Haven't
seatbelt
you?
extensions,
Oh,
that's for
my.
sure.
yeah,
Oh, my
He
God.
knows a little too much about this, doesn't he?
No.
Yeah, and not on airplanes he's been tied up, according to
Actually,
him.
they do talk to us about what weapons you can use on a plane if you need to, and a seatbelt extender could be a good weapon if you needed to smack somebody with it. 'cause-
Well, I would think there would be enough people to help support you
Oh,
when
there
somebody
is.
gets a case of the stupids, because I've watched a couple of people kind of bow up when some drunk starts acting foolish.
and
Or you could just have Conrad fly with you.
you know what? He could be my personal bodyguard.
Hey,
It would be wonderful.
I just need a big seat.
Just get him out of our hair, anyways.
Well, yeah, I'm not in your hair at all, Jeff.
Yeah, what happened there?
Wait, he has some hair. He's not
Yeah,
totally.
but it's all on the sides.
Grass doesn't grow on busy streets.
Yeah, but that part's about 7 inches wide.
I still carry a comb because I can't part with it.
Yeah,
God.
Ba-dum-ching.
Well, I think
So
there's
what are
too
the-
many active brain cells up there that have burned
Thank
the hair
You
off
are
on the
my
top.
favorite guest so far.
So what plans do you have for the car?
Well, I need to get a good wash and wax. I need to. It runs really good, so it really doesn't need much. I'd love to get some of the tailpipe re-chromed, and because
We
there's
know
some
people.
Yeah, well, that's good because. But there's definitely things I'd like to do to it. But since coming here, there's a little tear in the upholstery, which I think this may be the original upholstery.
Oh, you want to get it fixed and not replaced.
Yeah, but it's torn a little, but somebody could still stitch it back up and,
Oh, yeah. There's people who can do quality work without totally tearing it up.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure the door skins have been replaced. The carpeting I know has been. The trunk is big enough for, like,
Bodies.
you could have a whole party back there, I think, really.
You have
It's
4 or
like-
5 people laid out in the
I
trunk.
know.
The drive-through.
Jimmy Hoffa's back there somewhere.
Well, I was going
drive-in.
to say, you could definitely move some dead bodies around. So, it's definitely possible. But, yeah, there's a whole lot of room back there. And my dad was telling me that he thought the motor was going to die at some point.
Time to replace it.
So I told him, well, I'll get a crate motor and throw that in there. And, but
Listen to her throwing around the word crate motor.
Hey, she knows what she's talking about.
I know, I like it.
I think it's great that it's got a manual on top of the fact that somebody put a 6-speed manual in it just to make it that much more streetable.
it's been a great. It was fun driving it 43 years ago, and it's even more fun driving it now. I took my granddaughter for a ride. She was blown away by the horsepower, and I thought I scared her, and she's like, "No, I love it." I'm like, "Okay."
Mike took a picture of the interior there. We did see the shifter on it. If you're looking to put a Hearst shifter in it, we're your guys.
No, we're not. We're not her guys when it comes to that. We put a Hearst shifter in my Corvette.
do you find it a little nerve-wracking how many people pay attention to you while you're driving down the road and you're worried about them coming into your lane? Because I'm sure you get lots of thumbs up.
No,
as you're
I like
cruising.
it that it draws attention. I think it's kind of fun. Obviously, we were a Chevy family growing up, but unfortunately, I married a Ford guy. So we just have these little, tension.
Oh.
So does he have a cool car?
No.
Doesn't matter.
Right.
You got the cool
You
car
got
and he
those.
doesn't.
And he
Yeah.
probably likes going for a ride in it.
Well, sometimes when we do go for a ride, he's like, "I'm driving." I'm like, "Oh, really? I thought, he's not a car guy, but he's like, well, I'm driving." I'm like, "Oh, really?"
How long-
He
Okay.
wants everybody to think it's his.
How long have you been married?
15 years.
Oh, okay. He'll get over it.
Yeah. Well, he's made a couple
Donna's.
friends. He's made a couple friends since
Several
driving
times.
it around, so it's just so funny.
Well, there's Biff right there. So, Biff, you need to help her get in contact with your other Tri-5 friends.
She's
the
got
one-
the 55 vert.
Yeah.
Convertible.
Original family owner.
All right. Well, we're done.
Oh, yeah, I guess I'm done, guys. I'm sorry.
Hey, thank you very much.
We really
It was
appreciate it.
yeah,
Great
it was
story. Great
pleasure
story.
to meet you, and
Thank
thank you
you
for stopping
very
by.
much.
And it's such a rarity to see a car that's in the original family.
Yeah, and you know what? And it's going to stay there, too. So there were some sisters saying, oh, let's sell it. I'm like,
No.
My father told me I'm the caretaker, and it doesn't get sold.
Oh, so
Good for you.
there's other siblings involved.
Yes.
Yeah, but they don't count.
Yeah, because I'm the one who he
You got
picked.
the keys.
You have the car.
You have the car.
Exactly.
Possession is 55% of it,
And,
right?
and title, so, it's mine.
Thanks
Well,
again.
congratulations.
Appreciate
Thanks
you.
for coming on.
All right, time now for our car review this hour. Mr. Mars has a special feature on banned race cars that he's been doing, and this week it's Jumping Jack Dragster.
Ma'am? Yeah.
Is that
I thought.
Mike? What is
Go
that
talk to
listed under?
Jeff.
What is that listed under? You've got it under
Jumping Jack
for your
Dragster.
video.
It's under Pete Robinson.
Pete. Okay, we got Pete.
Sneaky Pete Robinson is what
Sneaky.
it's called. But he didn't really start out being called Sneaky. But there's a couple of things that led up to what ended up getting banned here. He started out literally when everybody else was running the Hemis, he was running the Ford 427 because he thought the configuration of it was better for the nitro racing because of the push rod design. So that's what he was running when everybody else started running the Hemis with the nitros. So he actually got his first top eliminator championship in 1961, and that's because he beat a Hemi-powered A competition coupe. Now, at that particular race, there was a few people that cried foul because of Pete's external water injection system. He was starting to put that stuff in there, and, of course, he explained his reasoning to NHRA at the time was he had a higher compression engine. He needed it to make it work. But anyway, they still complained on it, so he had a choice of either taking that off or be disqualified. So he took the water injection off, and turns out he ran faster without it. So that was kind of the start of where he started developing the name of Sneaky Pete, because later on you're going to see that
Snuck a few more things in.
well,
huh?
he did. So when NHRA went and stipulated pure gasoline per the fuel ban in 1959 to 64, that's when the guys started experimenting with the twin engines. Well, he didn't do that. He stayed with the single engine, but he started lightening things up. I mean, he would grind things down off the engine, off the frame, off the rail, anything that he could find to take weight off. By the ounces, he would do that. In
Hell,
fact,
everybody's still trying to do that
Well, yeah.
these days.
they are. He went so far as before he got ready to race, he would go to his trailer and he would basically get down to his underwear and put the fire suit on. He took off anything and everything. And
Don still does that.
well, yeah, but he
running around. I'm on fire. I'm on fire.
I'm not wearing any underwear
Ricky-
now.
Ricky
I'm
Bobby.
sorry,
Yeah, and he also
Tourette's.
had
Ricky
some
Donnie.
special well-worn sneakers in there. But anyway, so he was started doing this stuff at one point in time. He actually had this like an air vent deal. He brought it off the air scoop on top of the blower,
Right.
brought it down in front between the rails on the dragster to kind of scoop up air with the idea that that air intake would help push the dragster down, create more downflow.
So
And-
he was doing his own aerodynamic.
as well as doing some of that
Ideas.
stuff, and it worked really well, except
Without a tunnel.
it scooped up everything on the track and crammed it all down into
Yes,
the
I was
motor.
gonna
The
say.
motor didn't last very long whenever it was doing that,
man.
so he kind of put that away. So, but the final straw was he envisioned that the rear wheels, this big mass of weight back here, held a lot of energy in it. So what he came up with the idea was that if these wheels were turning at launch, kind of like a stall torque converter, I suppose, then the car would launch better. So he created this arrangement, kind of like the Indy cars used, to jack the car up at the rear. He'd jack it up where the wheels were off the ground. He would get the wheels spinning, and then he would drop it, and the car would launch with the tires
Oh
running.
gosh, that doesn't sound good.
No, it always ran straight. Beat Don Garland's in some match races.
So that's where the name Jumping Jack came from.
That's right. So he did this several times in the match races, won
Sneaky
quite
Pete.
a bit. Then he took it to the to an official race, and then NHRA saw it. They didn't think too much about it, just like they didn't think too much about on his disc brakes. He only had one caliper for a long time. Nobody noticed that he only had one because he's trying to save weight. So he just took one of them off because he didn't need two of them to stop. So anyway, so his problem really happened because he was at the race and he was starting it up. He got a little carried away with the RPMs, and the tires grew enough that they started rubbing on the ground, and so he was smoking the tires without moving. And the commentators were even talking about this big smoke out that the guy was doing by just sitting there doing nothing. And so he launched. He won the race, and, of course, Garlitz was the first one to jump up and complain about it, and everybody complained.
Oh, yeah. Like Garlitz didn't cheat.
So that's when they made the rule that at the launch, all 4 tires have to be in contact with the ground.
Interesting.
And that got that car banned.
That's great. That's a great story. I did not realize. Now I knew there was some people that were running the 427 Ford engines in it, but I didn't realize all the backstory about his innovation in drag racing.
Yeah, and at the end he was running a small block against some of the Hemis because his car was so lightweight he could do that, and he could run more RPM a little faster. It gets all into all kinds of lightweight things, and it got really interesting. But that's how he got the name Sneaky Pete and got banned. That car got banned.
And how much true innovation through the years has been banned by different racing
a lot of it, though, as we've seen, look at
categories.
this, is now standard operating procedure.
Fare.
You know, they just do it now. But when they first came out with it, they banned it because it was so effective.
Cool.
So
Great story.
Where
are you coming up with these banned race car things? This is really good.
Just
because the old cheater that you are.
The cheater that you are.
Yeah, just go on to the cheaters boards.
Well, I've sent him a couple. I'm waiting for those to come up. A couple I thought were pretty cool race cars that have been banned.
We like it. All right, let's do the events calendar.
So, well, the one you want to be at today is at Tailpipes and Tacos.
Yeah, we've got
and
another
Loopy
hour and a
Tortillas
half here.
We still got time, and even afterwards, you can stay and have lunch because they got killer food here.
Ooh, yeah, smells
The
good.
Mustang Club of Houston, they're having their fall open show today from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., and that's at Planet Ford on 45. Tonight, Kids in Cars number 4, bring your Power Wheels to the Rudy's Barbecue on Tomball Parkway. And they're going to have a sectioned off area for all the kids to get out there and race their Power Wheels.
I saw something on Facebook about that, and it looked pretty fun for the kids.
Oh,
It really
yeah,
did.
yeah. It should be it should be a hoot. And then Saturday, October 30th, is going to be Chaotic Coffee and Halloween at the French Press, and that's with our friends, Ladies of Chaos, the car club. And then also on the 30th is going to be...
Wait a minute. Did you just say the French Halloween?
No, French Press. Coffee house.
Oh, okay.
It's like a panini.
No, French Press is a coffee machine that you literally press the dried coffee through the liquid. Oh, you're you're a panini. And then Houston Cars and Cocktails at Little Woodrow's in Tomball. That's going to be Sunday the 31st. And back to you.
Okay.
All right.
Well, there's that.
Back to you, Don Pardo.
Well, I hope that our dear friend Buzz Smith is listening.
Oh, boy. Well, Buzz usually does tune in.
So he's up in Dallas. He is the evangelist, EV evangelist.
Uh-oh, here we go, Buzz.
You ready for this? This is brilliant.
Never.
This is brilliant. Trailer maker Colorado Teardrops says it has hundreds of pre-orders for a camper that will house EV charging batteries in its frame. That's notable considering that for now the camper called the Boulder exists only as a 3D computer rendering. Still, customers have paid to be first adopters. Pre-orders were generated through advertising on YouTube and independent reviews.
Generated?
According to Joshua Robinson.
Diesel generated.
The built-in batteries will allow electric vehicle drivers to travel with a teardrop-shaped camper that has 5 feet by 10 feet of interior space and doubles as a charging station they can take into the wilderness. The Boulder will have a 75 kilowatt-hour battery pack, which the company says should recharge most EVs to their pre-towing range or better. It also offers more traditional amenities, such as an insulated cabin, a place to go to the bathroom, a galley, and seating that can convert into beds. It's brilliant.
Good idea.
Yeah.
You know, I remember the remember the Plymouth Prowler when it first came out? They also offered it with a trailer that looked like the back of the Prowler.
Yes.
So when you said that, that's what I envisioned in my head was that little teardrop trailer behind a Tesla or whatever.
But think how brilliant that is. So you don't have to worry or sit in line at some charging station halfway in the middle of nowhere.
Does it have an altar so that you can pray for more voltage?
Probably, you could probably that's an add-on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing is
Well,
when
EV
you do
evangelist.
pull up someplace to charge, you charge both of them up together.
Yeah, it's a
You
good
could
idea.
do that, or
And
you could
extend your
actually
range.
make some money. Hey man, need a charge? Quick, right here, $50.
Let me plug you in.
Or you could
$50.
get your Power Stroke diesel and just take that.
Running
So
a generator.
this I thought was an interesting story this week, and you may have heard it in news. Vehicles equipped with lane-changing technology
Vehicles.
crossed lane markers 37% of the time during ideal conditions.
Just
in
got Tourette's. Crossed 37% of the time.
I'll read it at another time when I can get it in. The story, that is.
So did you hear Mercedes is building a all-electric G-Class, their G-Wagon, all-electric.
Is he talking?
He is talking.
Oh, okay.
Yes, he is.
I just
He's
wanted
trying to do a story.
he
No,
is?
no, I'm not trying to do a story, just little facts.
Okay, well, go ahead.
Well, Mercedes-Benz is testing a concept that reads drivers' minds. So if AOC was sitting in the car, it wouldn't move. The car has a device installed on the driver's seat headrest,
Let's go,
which can
Brandon.
supposedly read
Let's go,
brainwaves.
Brandon.
And Mercedes says drivers will be able to change the radio station, set the navigation, and answer the phone just with their mind, like the Spock mind meld.
Oh.
You got to put your hands on their head, and I can see what you're thinking. That's actually a true story. The Ford plant in one of the Ford plants in
Is
Michigan.
this another story now?
Yeah,
Oh.
spilled 1,400 gallons of gasoline into the city sewers, forcing evacuations. Remember, what was it, a few years ago in Mexico, they spilled a whole bunch of gasoline into the sewers and blew up like a big 20-block area of the city.
Nice.
Yeah.
So in Flint, Michigan, if you spill gasoline in the sewage, it's going to clean the water system.
I was just going to say. that's
because it's
brilliant.
unleaded gasoline.
Ta-da!
All of our listeners in Flint, you can
Ba-dum,
send.
boom.
Yeah.
Send your comments.
Comments to
Conrad.
info at In-Wheel Time.
Info, yeah.
Hey, the In-Wheel Time Car Show streams on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and InWheelTime.com. Podcasts are available from your podcast provider, your favorite one. The In-Wheel Time Car Show continues right after this quick break. We all know about aftermarket and online parts stores, and each one has something to offer, but they don't offer original factory parts. That's where Bayway comes in. For original factory parts, visit the Bayway stores first. Give them a call or stop by. Bayway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Bayway Chevy, and Bayway Lincoln carry a complete line of parts for the do-it-yourselfer. Keeping your newer classic original means a lot, and you can count on these fully stocked parts departments to help keep it that way. Bayway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Bayway Chevy, and Bayway Lincoln, keeping it original. Tailpipes and Tacos is Houston's premier monthly car cruise-in, and it happens at 2 Loopy Tortilla Mexican restaurants here in Katy and inside the Loop on the Southwest Freeway near Kirby in Houston, Texas. Tailpipes and Tacos is free. Everyone is invited to attend. Here you'll see collector cars, hot rods, customs, magnificent originals, and resto mods, family cars too. There are 2 locations. Cars from all over Southeast Texas cruise in, show off, and a friends and family event at the Loopy Tortilla Mexican Restaurant on the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard, just south of I-10 in Katy, and inside the Loop on the Southwest Freeway near Kirby. Drag racer, car enthusiast, and Loopy founder Stan Holt brings you Houston's hottest cruise in called Tailpipes and Tacos. Inside the Loop on the Southwest Freeway in Kirby, and here in Katy and the Grand Parkway just south of I-10. In-Wheel Time Car Show is here once a month with you as well. Get your ride ready, and we'll see you at the Tailpipes and Tacos Saturday morning cruise-in, the 3rd Saturday of every month, weather permitting. Gulf Coast Auto Shield has moved to a more convenient location. Now you can visit John Gray and his staff of dedicated professionals at their new shop on the South Sam Houston Parkway between Belford and Airport in Southwest Houston. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is the best at paint correction and ceramic coatings. Clear bras and custom wraps are specialties that only Gulf Coast Auto Shield installs with award-winning accuracy, and all their services come with a warranty. Lamborghini, Aston Martin, Porsche, and Ferrari owners depend on Gulf Coast Auto Shield for their specialty services, and you should too. The in-wheel time Corvette and Cutlass have both been massaged by Gulf Coast Auto Shield, so isn't it time your vehicle visit their new shop in Southwest Houston? Call John Gray today at 832-930-5655 or visit online at gcautoshield.com. That's gcautoshield.com. Paint, coatings, wraps, and more at gcautoshield.com. That's it for this podcast episode of the In-Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.